I'm Hannah Kardon, and I'm the teaching pastor here at Urban Village Church. If you talk about me, you can use the pronouns she and her. And a quick word about the sermon you're about to hear. It will get no more graphic or specific than the scriptures themselves, but we will acknowledge the existence of sex and of multiple kinds of sexual lives and promises. So if that's sensitive or uncomfortable for you, or not something that you want a particular person in your family or kids to be experiencing at this moment right now, go ahead and put us on mute or go play a game for 20 minutes and we'll see you back for communion. The Song of Songs is one of my favorite books in the Bible because of its passion and because of its particularity. Everything you just heard, let him kiss me, the desperation and the specificity and the touch that many of us have been missing so much in so many different ways in this last year, but also the love and the particularity and the passion of I am black and beautiful, I am dark and lovely. One of these two lovers says. The other lover later in the book compares the one he loves. He compares her neck to a tower. He compares her to sheep and goats. Not things I would ever call someone I was trying to name as beautiful, but it helps me to understand something about the biblical world and about these two people, that when they love God, they love each other in specific ways that have to do with the lives they're living, the places they're sitting. The people who do and who don't throughout this book affirm their love. It is a story of passion and humanness and joy and pleasure. And that might be surprising to you, depending on how you have engaged with faith and ideas of touch and pleasure and partnership and community and relationship before. It's something that the church hasn't always been really good at talking about or at exploring. And particularly on this Valentine's Day, we wanted to take just one Sunday and talk about a few things that you might be thinking about. Because I know I'm hearing about it, that folks in this pandemic have been thinking about, what does it mean to date? What do I want out of dating? What am I looking for in a relationship? They have been reconsidering, what is my relationship to my body? And how do I think about what my body wants and needs and where God is in my considering that? Outside of love or romance, people have been remembering how much it means to hug and to touch and to consider those to be acts of faith and covenant as much as any other. So today we're going to talk about sex, love, and romance from a couple of different perspectives in a group sermon with three wonderful people from UVC, me, Drew Jones, and Victoria Slavinsky. And we are, unfortunately, not going to have a comprehensive list of answers to your questions about sex, love, and romance because A, none of us are Jesus, and B, that would take a year if we wanted to put aside a Sunday for every single question there could be, every single thing that is provoked by the Song of Songs or by your individual life when it comes to thinking about dating or marriage or relationships or sex or bodies. But we're going to begin, and we're going to begin by saying this is an area of discipleship and discernment. This is a part of our lives we can talk to God about. This is a part of our lives we might be happier if we talked to God about and brought to our community for discernment with care and joy and justice and trust, rather than putting off over on the side for nervousness that if we bring it up or look at it straight on, that something might crumble and fall apart. So here's a day to say, these are things we can talk about. These are things we can learn about. These are things that are a part of our lives and a part of our lives of faith. And we might not have all the answers today or any day, but let's start figuring it out together. And maybe this week, you can go ahead and read the Song of Songs and see what it might have to say to you. Welcome our guests and welcome our group sermon.